It's safe to say that all through adolescence, through middle school, through elementary school, through middle school, through high school, through college, and through your careers, you've had coaches and mentors holding your hand and helping you every step along the way. Number one, coaching. Virtually all successful athletes, executives, entrepreneurs have coaches. When you were born, your parents were your coaches and your mentors. They taught you how to take your first step, how to tie your shoes, how to put on a pair of pants. They stuck a fork in your hand. They taught you how to eat off a plate, right? And then you went to elementary school. They stuck a pencil in your hand and they taught you how to read and write. You went to middle school, you learned some geometry and social studies. You went to high school, you learned some, calculus or whatever, and you went to college. When you went to college, your professors became your coaches and your mentors, and they taught you even more advanced skills. And then you graduated and you got a job, and your boss became your coach and your mentor to teach you how to do your job and how to do your job better. And then maybe you got a promotion at work, and when you got a promotion, your new boss became your new coach and your mentor to teach you how to do your new job even better. It's safe to say that all through adolescence, through middle school, through elementary school, through middle school, through high school, through college, and through your careers, you've had coaches and mentors holding your hand and helping you every step along the way. And yet for most people, when for the very first time since birth, they step out onto their own, right, to start their own business, it also corresponds to the very first time since birth that they haven't had somebody holding their hand and coaching and mentoring them. And then is it no surprise that over 80% of businesses fail? There's a direct correlation there. Well, you might say, well, what do you expect? When I became a real estate investor in December 15, 2003, that's when I became a real estate investor. I actually hired somebody to help me. The guy who ran the Real Estate Investor Association, actually, there were two of them, Bob Guest and Rudy Gutierrez. And I will tell you, my biggest concern about becoming a real estate investor was I don't have enough money to do this, right? Even to flip houses, I just don't have enough money to do this. And then a very smart person said, you don't need money to invest in real estate. You can do it using other people's money. And I learned how to do it with other people's money. And of course, once I started doing it, I told you the story earlier. I said, oh my God, why didn't I do this sooner? And I flipped houses for 8 years, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of houses. And after 8 years, somebody asked me, how come you don't invest in commercial real estate? And I said, because I don't have enough money to be a commercial real estate investor. And some other very smart person said, you don't need any money to be a commercial real estate investor. The first time they told me that, I didn't believe it. They had to show me. The second time they told me that, I said, duh, I should have known that. Of course, that has to be true. I just didn't know where you get the money. So in residential, you get it from hard money, private money. In commercial, you get it from the syndication.
Come meet us live and become a real estate investor with us. Make money, grow, and help the community as well. So this is what I love to do every day as a real estate investor. I love to connect with you throughout our social media, and I love to make money with you as well.